So today we will discuss one more problem in two-phase simplex method. So that infeasible solution will be, that means no solution exists for an LPP. That case we will discuss today. So write down, solve the following LPP. Solve the following LPP by using two-phase simplex method. Solve the following LPP by using two-phase simplex method. Solve the following LPP by using two-phase simplex method. Right, maximum z equal to 3x1 minus 2x, 3x1 minus 2x, 3x1 minus 2x. Right, now subject to the constraints. Next step, subject to the constraints. Subject to the constraints. Write down the first constraint. x1 plus x2, x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 1. x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 1. Second constraint, 2x1 plus 2x2, 2x1 plus 2x2 greater than or equal to 4. So how many decision variables are there? x1, x2 greater than or equal to 2. The same problem we have discussed in PK method, problem number 2. The same problem we are doing now in two-phase simplex method. So you can do different problems also. The same problems why I am telling, because already I have solved those problems. The same answers you will get in two-phase simplex method also. Okay. So same as it is, two-phase means you have two phases. I have already told. Solution phase 1, phase 1. So phase 1, step number 1. What is phase 1, step number 1? Check your objective function is maximization or minimization. If it is maximization, you can ignore step number 1. If it is minimization, you can convert it to maximization by using maximum z star equal to minus minimum z. But in this case, it is maximization, so you can ignore step number 1. Next, step number 2. Check the right hand side values. If both are positives, you can ignore step number 2. If any one value is negative, then multiply that constant into minus 1. But in this case, both are positives, 1, 4. So you can ignore step number 2. Next, step number 3, convert these inequalities into equalities. So you have to convert into standard form, and then you can write the matrix form. Standard form means objective function maximization, constraint should be equal to. So how will you convert into equalities? By introducing slack variables and or surplus variables. So less than equal type constraints. How many less than equal type constraints are there? One less than equal to. Less than equal to means you require slack variable or surplus variable. Slack variable. That means one slack variable is required. How many greater than equal type constraints are there? One greater than equal type constraint is there. So greater than equal to means you require one surplus variable, one slack variable, one surplus variable. So whenever surplus variable is used, you will require artificial variable. That means how many surplus variables are using in this LPP? In this problem, how many surplus variables are using? One. That means one artificial variable is required. At total, how many variables are required? 3 variables are required. One slack variable, one surplus variable, one artificial variable. Okay. So right, step number 3. Step number 3. Step number 3. Introduce the slack variable. Introduce original problem. How many variables are completed? 2 are completed. So introduce the slack variable x3 greater than equal to 0. x3 greater than equal to 0. Comma surplus variable. How many surplus variables are required? 1. Surplus variable x4 greater than equal to 0. And artificial variable x5 greater than equal to 0, and artificial variable x5 greater than equal to 0. One slack variable, one surplus variable, one artificial variable. Okay. So slack variable is used only for less than equal type constraint. Greater than equal type constraint, you require surplus variable. Whenever surplus variable is used, you require one artificial variable. Okay. And put the cost of these variables. Is equal to 0, comma 0, comma minus 1 respectively the objective function. 0, comma 0, comma minus m minus 1 respectively the objective function. Then we get maximum z equal to. What is the maximum z value? 3x1 minus 2x2. 3x1 minus 2x2 plus 0x3 plus 0x4. Artificial variable constant minus 1. Minus 1 means minus x5. Okay. Now see the first constraint. What is the first constraint? x1 plus x2 less than equal to means slack variable is added. Slack variable is added. Added means what is that? Plus x3. Plus x3. 5 variables we get, so leave some space for x5 equivalent to value. What is the value? 1. Value is 1. And next, see the second constraint. Second constraint is greater than equal type. Greater than equal type means surplus variable is subtracted. Surplus variable is x4, that is subtracted. That means this is nothing but x3 is already used, so 0x3. Surplus variable is subtracted. That means minus x4, so that inequality becomes equivalent to value is 4. Value is 4. Now x4 is used here, so 0x4. Slack variables, this is slack variable, this is surplus variable. Slack variables do not require artificial variables. So slack variables do not require artificial variables. Surplus variables require artificial variables. So where surplus variable is used, second constraint. So second constraint you require artificial variable. What is that artificial variable? x5. x5 is added. Artificial variable is always added. So plus x5. So here x5 is added. What is the x5 value here? 0x5 is equivalent to 1. Now how many variables are there? How many variables are there? And x is greater than equal to 0. J equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. J equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next what you have to write? Matrix form you have to write. So put the side matrix form. Same as it is already over many problems. Matrix form. So what is the matrix form? Maximum Z equal to capital C capital X, capital AX equal to capital B, X is greater than equal to 0. X is greater than equal to 0. Okay. So what is C? C is nothing but objective function. What is objective function? 3 minus 2, 0, 0, minus 1. And then A, what is A? A is the constant coefficients. That means 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Next one is 2, 2, 0, minus 1, 1. Okay. Next X. X means how many variables are there in the problem? 5. X1, X2, so on, X5. So on, X5. Next B matrices. What is the B matrices? B on the right hand side values. What is the matrices? 1, 4. B is 1, 4. Now, what is phase 1? Phase 1, what you have to do? Put all the original variables cost is equivalent to 0. All the original variable cost is equivalent to 0. Whatever may be the cost of the variables, just you will put 0 in phase 1 and accept artificial variables. So artificial variable only, that means artificial variable only you will consider. All are zeros means 0 has no value. Only artificial variable you will consider in phase 1. So artificial variables means what is that? X5. Okay. So right. In phase 1, put all the original variables cost. In phase 1, put all the original variable cost is equal to 0. Put all the original variable cost is equal to 0. Except artificial variables. Except artificial variables in the objective function. Then the modified objective function is given by that modified objective function I will read as z dash. Okay, so that given by max z dash equal to all are zeros except artificial variable. That means what is it? Minus x5. Okay. Remaining starting table. Remaining procedure is same. Starting table. What is the starting table columns? What is the column? First column is YB. Next column is CB. Next column is XB. Next, how many variables are there in the problem? 5. Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5. Cj is the cost matrix. So phase 1, all are zeros except artificial variables, except x5. x5 means y5 cost is minus 1. Remaining all are zeros. Okay. Next, what are the variables that enters into the basis? Where we get the unit matrix elements. Unit matrix is 1 0 0 1. See, 1 0 0 1. First 1 0 you have to enter, after that 0. So this is x1, x2, x3. x3 means y3. This is y4. This is y5. Y5 means the x5 means y5. That means what is that? Y3 y5. Okay. What is the y3 variable cost? Y3 variable cost is 0. Y5 variable cost is minus 1. minus 1. Next B matrices. What is our B matrices? B matrices means 1 4 1 4. Next, as it is representation of A matrices. A matrices means what is that? 1 1 1 0 0. Next what is the next one? 2 2 0 minus 1 1. Okay, next as it is representation of A matrices. Now you can calculate the two values. What are the two values? First value is Z, that is Z dash. What is the Z dash value? Z dash value is CB into XB. 0 into 1 0. This is minus 4. Total value is minus 4. Next you have to calculate net evaluation, that is denoted by ZJ minus CJ. CB into Y1, 0 into 1 0. This is minus 2 minus 2 minus 0 minus 2. Next CP into Y2, 0. This is minus 2. Again you are getting minus 2. This is minus 2 minus 2. Next 0, you will get 0. This is plus 1. This is 0. If you get both are same, first preference will be given to artificial variables, next slack and surplus principles, next original variables. But both are same, y1, y2, both the variables are same, so that means you can choose anyone. You can choose anyone, someone will choose this one, someone will choose this one. So I am choosing this one, y2, or someone will choose y1, no problem. Y2 I am choosing most negative, otherwise you can choose anyone, so I am considering y2 is the entry column. Okay, most negative I am considering. Someone will choose y1, no problem. Okay, and then consider the ratios. For identifying the leading variable ratio. What is the ratio minimum of xb by entering column? What is our entering column? Y2. Okay, so in your entering column, if both the values are positive, so we will consider the ratio. If any one value is negative, don't consider the ratio. Negative or zero, you will not consider. Positive numbers ratios only you have to consider. Both are positive, so both the ratios it is 1 divided by 1. xb by y2, 1 divided by 1. If you are doing y1, say xb by y1. So I am taking y2 is the entering variable. So that means entering variable. So leading variable I have to calculate 1 by 1. And this is 4 by 2 means 2. Least positive deletes. Least positive means this. So least positive deletes. And this is the key element. Key element is this one. Now same, write on the row operations. What is the operations? We got R1, R2. R1, R2. First k element, make the k element as 1. R1 is 1. R1 is 1 means R1 plus R1. So R2 plus k element is there in the first row. So second row will be as it is. So same signs are there. Put minus. Opposite signs are there. Put plus. Same signs. Same signs means put minus. Next k element operation should be copied. That is R1. Now go for R2 element. What is R2 element? R2 element is 2. That should be multiplied. That should be multiplied. So what is the operation we are having? R2 implies R2 minus 2R1. R1 implies R2. So for drawing the second table, those are the operations you have to perform. Okay. Now second table. Starting table is completed. Now second table. So second table columns are same: YB, CB, XB. So Y5 is not deleted. So it is Y3 is deleted. In place of Y3, Y2 enters. Okay, so that means Y1 same columns will be Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5. CJ is a cost matrix. All are zeros except artificial variable. So Y3 in case of Y3, Y2 enters. Y2 enters. Y5 is this one. Okay, so CJ means same as to 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1. Next R1 equals R1. R1 is as to 1 1 1 1 0 0. Okay, next this one. So R2 is the second operation. R2 means R2 minus 2R1. R2 minus 2R1. Okay, that means if you want, you can calculate the operation R2 minus 2R1. If you want, in the margin you can calculate the values. R2 means second row. This is the second row. So second row you have to copy. What is second row? 4 2 2 0 minus 1 1. That is the second row. So just I have copied the second row. 4 2 2 0 minus 1 minus 1. Next minus, in between minus is there. In between minus is there. Just put minus. Next 2R1. 2 into R1. And every value into 2. 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is 2. Next 2 into 1 2. 2 into 1 2. 2 into 1 2. 0 0. Now 4 minus 2 2. 2 minus 2 0. 2 minus 2 0 minus 2 minus 1 1. So that is for second row, you can copy the values 2, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 1, 1. Okay. Then again calculate z dash. Calculate z dash. So z dash equal to what is the formula? Cp into xp. That means minus 2. Next you have to calculate zj minus cj. So 0 into 1, 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0. This is 0. This is 0, minus 1 into 2, 2, 2 minus 0, 2. This is 0, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, 1 minus 0, 1. And last value is 0. If you get all our positive, solution is completed. I got all our positives. Okay. Now you have to identify about three cases: case 1, case 2, case 3. Case 1 is maximum z dash less than 0. Case 2 is maximum z dash equal to 0. Case 3 is also maximum z dash equal to 0. Now see z dash first. What is the z dash? Negative. Negative means less than 0 or not less than 0. And it comes under case 1. So what is the case 1? Maximum z dash less than 0 and artificial vector and one artificial vector. Y5 is an artificial vector or not? One artificial vector appears in the basis at a positive level. Positive level is 2 is the positive number. So what is that? Maximum z dash less than 0 and one artificial vector. Why I am saying y5 is an artificial variable? Minus 1 means artificial value. And at least one artificial vector appears in the basis at a positive level. Then what is the conclusion you have to give? The given LPP does not possess any feasible solution. Okay. So right. After this you can write down. After this you can write down all zj minus cj greater than equal to 0. All zj minus cj greater than equal to 0. All zj minus cj greater than equal to 0. But max z dash less than 0 within brackets का minus 2. ठीक है minus 2. Max z dash less than 0 and one artificial variable. One artificial variable. What is that artificial variable? What is the artificial variable? Y5. Artificial variable Y5 appears in the basis. Appears in the basis at a positive level. At a positive level. What is that positive level in the problem? 2. In this problem, the positive level is 2. Okay, positive level within brackets or to close the brackets. Hence, the given LPP does not possess any feasible solution. Hence, the given LPP does not possess any feasible solution. The given LPP does not possess any feasible solution. Hence, the given LPP does not possess any feasible solution. The same you are getting in Big M also. There is no solution. Okay. So this is about two phase. So you can do number of problems. Either case 1 means LPP does not possess any feasible solution. Case 2 and case 3 means it will go to phase 2. Phase 2 means what is that? What is phase 2? You will consider last simplex table of phase 1 and then original variables you will substitute and you will simplify and you will simplify. You will get the solution. That means you will get a solution or you will get unbounded solution. Unbounded means the entry column all will be less than 0. 0 or negative. No positive will be there. Okay. Then also it is called unbounded solution. That means case 1 you will get directly in phase 1 the procedure will be closed. Okay. So because you are getting greater than equal to 0 but maximum z dash less than 0, artificial vector appears at the basis at a positive level, then the given LPP does not possess any feasible solution. Okay. So you can practice some more problems so that you can practice well. So these are the methods in LPP. So LPP we have discussed the basic definitions of LPP, the formation of LPP, and after that the graphical method. How to solve that LPP? There are several procedures are there. We have used graphical method. So graphical method is used only for 2 decision variables. So the main drawback of graphical method is whenever more than 2 variables are there, you cannot solve that particular problem by using graphical method. That's why the next methods are there. That is ordinary simplex method. All are simplex methods only. Simplex, Big M, 2-phase. All these methods are called simplex method only. So ordinary simplex method means if all the constraints are less than equal type, you will use ordinary simplex method. If any one constraint is greater than equal type or equal to type, you have to use either Big M method or 2-phase simplex method.